Hello everybody, Betty's back. Right, I hope you're all doing well. I've just finished my first bit of work, so I'm cracking on with today's video, which is a steak pizzaiola. So without further ado, I'll show you the ingredients. Right, so it's a very simple recipe, this one. I have obviously my 2 beef rump steaks. You can use other cuts of steak if you want, but this is just what was called for in the recipe. And we got those. So we have that. We have 2 garlic cloves, 2 shallots, salt, pepper, some sugar, 4 large vine tomatoes, and I also had these tomatoes that need using up, so I'm going to use them as well. Some olive oil and some Italian seasoning to go in it as well. So without further ado, we'll get cracking. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to remove the skins of these tomatoes, because we don't really want the skins. So all I'm going to do is at the base of every one, let's put a little, I'll just sharpen this knife as well. I obviously haven't sharpened it that well. Let me get the bigger knife. So I'm going to score the bottom of here, as in a crisscross. Put them into a bowl, like so. Like along the bottom. There we go. And then we're going to, once these are all done, we're going to put them in some freshly boiled water out of the kettle for about 10 seconds or so. So obviously they need to be covered. And then we will remove the skins from there. So I'll come back in a second when those are done. So I've just boiled the kettle, put some water into there. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a little bit for luck. And hopefully now I'll be able to remove the skins without any hassle. Let's just see. Right, I've just done that one, so it comes off reasonably easily. You just got to peel it off with a knife. So I'm going to carry on with the rest of those and chop them up, and then we'll crack on from there. I just want to show you how easily it comes off the little ones. The big one was not a struggle, but put up a bit of resistance, but look how easy that is. It just literally peels off with your hands. So that's a good little hack, that, to get the skin off tomatoes. Obviously, maybe should have left the bigger ones in a little bit longer, but that's coming off really easily. Just thought I would show you that one. Okay, so I've got my pan over medium heat. A tablespoon of olive oil has gone in there. So I've chopped my 2 shallots up reasonably finely. And you know the drill by now. These are going to go in here. We'll fry off, well, say fry off, saute for 3, 4, 5 minutes until they've softened up. So I'll come back when we're at that stage. Okay, so they're about 3 minutes, those. So they're starting to soften up. So I'm now going to go in with our chopped garlic, 2 cloves into there. And I'm going to continue stirring this for a minute or possibly 2, just on a nice low, gentle heat. Obviously you don't want that to burn. This is obviously for the sauce. There's many variations of this steak pizzaiola. You could do it with peppers in there and mushrooms and all sorts of stuff, but this is like the basic one. It does say you can add cheese. I'm a bit unsure about adding some cheese. I might do it at the end. I don't know when it's finished. But obviously, all I can do this morning is the sauce. The steaks will be prepared tonight when I've finished. When I've finished work and come home. So yeah, it's a recipe that I actually love. I've had it before, but not for a while. But it's a really, really nice, tasty dish. So I'll come back in a couple of secs. Right, that's had its a minute or so with the garlic. So I'm now going to go in with our chopped tomatoes. It wasn't too bad to do. The little ones were easier. Big ones I had to peel a little bit more with a knife, but it all come off. So I'm quite happy with that. So obviously these are going to cook down. So I'm going to turn the heat up. Let's get that going. So we're going to go in now with our, it says oregano, but I'm going to use Italian seasoning. I love Italian seasoning. So about a tablespoon, which is quite a bit. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. If it needs more, I shall put some more in. But obviously now also going in, I know it seems like a lot of faff doing this with tomatoes, but the flavour, obviously using fresh tomatoes, not tinned, will be better. So in with a big spoonful of black pepper. And exactly the same with the salt. And also, once this is boiled down a bit and reduced, maybe a pinch of sugar will go in there, as was on the ingredients. So, right, I'm going to give this a smush about. And just let it do its thing, basically. So I'll see you shortly. It's just coming up to the boil now, as you can see. So once that has come up to the boil completely, turn the heat down and you let it simmer for at least 15 minutes. Okay, so that has had 15 minutes with the lid on. I forgot to add, to make sure that because they were quite large tomatoes, those. So just to make sure that they're cooked through. So all we're doing now is just continue cooking it until it reduces down a bit and thickens up. Make it a bit more, so it's got a bit more body. So I'm going to have a little taste for seasoning. Just find a little spoon. I'll get my sugar there just in case. Yeah, that's good for salt and pepper. I'm just going to add just a little sprinkling of sugar. Having a little taste. It's only us that's eating it, so yep, that's lifted it up perfectly. That's seasoning all done. So it's just a matter of reducing this down. I'll carry on doing that and I'll show you the how I'd like you to have it. Okay, as you can see, I've had this bubbling away for a good 5 or 6 minutes now, and it's starting to thicken up and reduce. So I'm not going to take it any further than that for now, because I've got to reheat this later on when I've finished work before I do my steaks. So that is it for me for this morning. I will catch you when I finish work, which again will be a nanosecond for you guys. Bye for now. Right, everybody, I'm back. I've got my Pizzaiola sauce warming back up and bubbling away. Pan's on, nice and hot. So I've oiled and seasoned my steak. So they're going straight in. So I'm just going to let them fry now for 2 or 3 minutes on each side. That's how we like it. You cook your steaks to how you like. I'm just going to add the same on the other side. Oil the steaks. A bit of salt and pepper on both. We like peppery steaks, so that's why I'm putting that amount of pepper on. Make sure it's well coated. Right, so I'll come back in 2 or 3 minutes when these are done and they're ready to flip. Right, so that's had 3 minutes on that side. There we go. I'm just going to flip it. Nice crust on there. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. Right, so I'm just giving 1 more minute on each side. Set that. 1 more minute on each side and then I'm going to put them to rest. Okay, so that's had the 1 minute extra. I'm now going to take them out of the pan. I'm going to let these rest for about 4 minutes and then I'll come back to you. Right, so there it is all dished up. That is my steak pizzaiola. So it's triple T time. Right, weapons of choice, let's crack on. So I'm just going to try a little bit of the sauce first. See what it's like. Wow, that's good. Proper homemade tomato sauce. It is lovely. So let's try this steak. Lovely. That is good. You can use other cuts of steak if you like, but rump was the one that was called for in this recipe and it doesn't disappoint. You've got the little charred bits with the pepper on the steak and the lovely sweet tomato sauce. That's another winner in my book. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy the rest of that before the football's on. Once again, thank everybody for watching, for sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting, and please keep the recipe ideas coming up. Not far to Christmas now, I suppose. So once we get into the December, we'll be starting off proper with the Christmas list and cracking on with that. So right, like I say, thank you very much. It's much appreciated, and we'll catch you guys very, very soon. So see you later. Bye for now.